Legacy Metalhawk is a interesting one when it comes to the Legacy Pretenders. He's like the fourth one we've gotten, and unlike the other three, which kind of amalgamize the robot mode with the outer shells like mode, he goes full inner robot, ignoring Metalhawk's old outer shell completely, and I think it's to everyone's benefit that he does. This means that Metalhawk gets to have a nice, cool robot mode with beautiful colors in vehicle mode, and be still super swooshable with zero compromises and weird organic bits. I really like the way the weapons store on this. The sword holds very tightly in its appropriate slots, while he gets two little blasters that double as fins, and while the vehicle mode doesn't like look incomplete without them, it definitely looks better with them attached. And he is a bit of a retool from Cyclonus, sharing very few parts, and he's a Voyager class, which means he's fairly large in terms of like Autobots. I mentioned how we never get enough Voyager Autobots, and this guy fits right in with other Voyager jets like Starscream, or even leaders like Toxitron.
Metalhawk is really, really cool. He's based on Cyclonus, which is nice, because Cyclonus was apparently really good. I don't know, didn't get that one. But to transform it, we're going to start, and this like pegs in really tight back there. And we can leave these on, but I'm going to pull them off just because they are technically accessories. And we're going to start with just kind of untabbing everything that untabs. It's kind of weird. And then pull this back and pull that down. Come right here to these back thrusters, and he has Soundwave legs, which is pretty cool. And I like that they're using the kind of the Soundwave leg more, where it's these panels that just fold out and then clip back into place. So this is kind of neat. It kind of reminds me of Twin Twist and Topspin, where it just spins completely around. And then this whole thing, he does like a G-axis chest, or I guess G-axis does a Cyclonus chest, where the whole thing kind of opens up and opens both ways. See, kind of like that. And then this folds down, fold that through, tab that in, and then there's a notch right there, and these are gonna tab into the front of the chest. Come on. I'm sorry if you guys can't see anything. I might be doing this kind of poorly. There we go. Split the legs. Adjust the camera. Bring, kind of like on the OG Cyclonus, bring these back on that old Universe one, which I think there was a Metalhawk kit for that too, which kind of interesting. Kind of interesting if that was the case. I feel like that got customized in a Metalhawk a lot. I feel like it was a real missed opportunity when they did Thunderwing into him for that BotCon set. But there we go. There we have Metalhawk in robot mode, and you can either, yeah, these don't combine. You can either give him a pair of blasters right here. You can give him a pair of blasters, or they do sit very comfortably on his legs. They don't impede him at all. And you can give him the classic sword that he has, I think, throughout the show. Or you can store it on his back, which is really nice. I love it when they allow you to store swords on the back, and we're just going to give him his sword. Oh no! Oh no, I'm bad at metal hawking. Sorry for metal hawking. There we go. There we go. Super, super cool. Really, really like this guy.
I mentioned it slightly earlier, but Metalhawk's colors in robot mode do look really nice. The Games Workshop gray comes out a little bit more in this mode, and it looks okay on the thighs and hands, but it would have been nice if those were a more metallic-y silver like his face is. His face is absolutely gorgeous. It looks like a young Autobot leader, which is kind of his whole deal, and I like that. He looks good. The earwax gold is a little distracting though, but if this is what color it takes so that way we don't have gold plastic syndrome anymore, I'm all for it. He does look amazing in a lot of poses. His wings are stuck to the back of his arms, which is slightly awkward, but he still looks very, very dynamic and absolutely fantastic in his robot mode. Loving everything that this guy does. He looks like a real leader and a real Autobot. It's really cool. And of course, being a Voyager, he stacks up really nicely with other large figures and stands pretty tall among the Autobots, which is nice for a leader character like Metalhawk.
Metalhawk has quite a bit of articulation on him. He is Voyager class, so that helps out a lot in that department. So, starting off, he has a ball-jointed head, and he can get pretty emotive out of it. Goes tilt just a little bit, just enough, and it looks side to side, no problem, even a little bit of up and down. Shoulders go a full 360. They go out at a very good joint. That's a really nice spot to put those. Elbow swivel with a 90-degree elbow bend, and he does have a wrist swivel, although his wrists tab into place, so whenever you turn them, they untab them because of this little thing that overcomes on his wrist. He has a waist swivel, which looks a little awkward from the front, but like, hey, whatever. Legs come about 90 forward, about 90 back, about 90 out, thigh swivel. He has sort of a double jointed knee. It lets him get pretty far past a 90, but I'm pretty sure that this joint right here is supposed to be the knee. So, you know, use that for what you will. And then he has a ankle tilt, which it's not the best ankle tilt, but it is. Oh, wait, never mind. Sorry, it just flipped out of place. Now it can. There you go. He can invert his whole ankle if you really want him to. I've never had it pop past that point, but if you can pop it past that point, yeah, there you go. Whoa, crazy. Full inversion ankles. Yeah, really, really good articulation on Metalhawk, and he looks so good and so powerful that he'll look good in just about any pose you put him in.
All in all, I really like Metalhawk. I think he's super cool. I never got the Legacy Cyclonus because I already had a Cyclonus in my collection, so when I saw that they were turning him into Metalhawk, I jumped at the chance to pick this figure up. Put it on pre-order and waited. I am not disappointed. I love this guy. He's just fantastic. I can't say it any other way. His articulation is great. His colors are great. He looks so good among the other pretenders and among other Autobot leaders like Victory Saber and Optimus Prime and even Rodimus Prime. I think he's just so good. He really, really does stand out, yet fit in with like every era of Transformers. And he looks so much better than that BotCon Metalhawk that we got years and years and years ago. No offense, Luke. But yeah, if you're looking for a Metalhawk, you want something on your shelf that looks nice and looks good and is another Autobot leader, this is the figure for you. He's pretty readily available from what I've seen, so go out and find one. This has been Bot's Obsession.